Alright, so here's hoping I got everything set up correctly. I did do a reboot of my modem, so we shouldn't have any kind of like frame rate or not really frame rate, but like connection issues today. Double quick post. Alright then, let's get the game going. Where's my Steam? There's my Steam. Hopefully this actually still works. Wait, I'll tap, okay, yeah. Just showing up on the screen. Hopefully my webcam doesn't block anything like too important. I don't think it should if I remember the layout of this game correctly. But yeah, today we're going to play some Fallout 4. Okay, I did update my stream information. I almost forgot to do that. Start. Okay, why do we have 48 FPS? I mean, I already tried setting the... Unless maybe just the front screen is frame limited. Maybe something like that, maybe that's why. So we'll just go with a new file. Yeah, I figure for a game like this, it doesn't really necessarily need any introduction, so I'm gonna skip this part. We'll just jump right into it. Loading, loading, loading. Always with the loading. Why is it so stuck at 40 FPS? Bethesda Game Studios presents Fallout 4. For some reason that font and visual style kind of reminds me of like the Resident Evil 4 logo. We on the moon?
War. War never changes. In the year 1945,
I'm assuming
my
this is
great-great-grandfather,
like an actual like real recording
serving in
at
the
that point.
army,
Oh yeah.
wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the US ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
History lessons.
The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened.
Nothing.
We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers.
That thing's friggin' massive.
But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled.
Look at this guy like an alternate timeline as usual Fallout, you know.
Became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war.
Never played that
I'm
series.
afraid. For myself. For my wife. For my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing, it's that war never changes.
Which is kind of weird because most of that backstory actually didn't really involve anything. Random
War
McDude.
never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hun.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
Never. I paid for this mirror. I'm gonna keep it. So I guess these are like presets. And none of these are really. I guess that one's close-ish. Triple H there. How many regenerate phases do they have? Okay, so I think we'll start with the base of A. We'll see how close we can get to 9. I cannot make any promises of getting good. Right?
There's my strapping husband.
Okay, so it's basically kind of like a showing of me. I think I would kind of count as ruddy at this point. That's actually no, kind of. Yeah, I'm not really gonna go that far because I've never been good at trying to make myself actually look like myself on this. Forehead. Okay, can't really change anything. Like,
Looking good, if I do say so myself.
Let's go. Okay, can I just change the? Okay, I can't change it. Style. Dishonorable district. All right. I'm gonna find one closer to one of my usual styles that actually looks decent. Because these games usually never have any hairstyles that actually look good from like close. Apparently, oh, there we go. Yeah, I definitely do not have that hairstyle. I mean, this is kind of the closest, but it's still not even what I actually do. That's not it. Five. You see, it's at least the way I part it, but it's not anywhere near the right length. Garage band. One of these days we'll make a good-looking game hair for like my hair stuff. Let's go with. I don't want to do that. I mean, honestly, none of the hair really looks. That's my issue so far. I guess this is probably the closest I'll get.
Nice. Did you get a haircut?
Get your face cut. Actually, sounded a lot more vicious than I intended it to. Jowls lower. Yeah, we'll just go with that.
Clean up pretty nice.
Escape, I think, and then extras. Well, markings, well, which is damage. Yeah, don't need damages. I don't think I really need any of this. And now. Markings, we're building it. I need to get chicken pox. We'll just stay with it. Body. I am kind of on the large side. Maybe not that large, but probably about like this, I think. Can't really get a good proper angle. I think that's good enough. That, and we will try to begin with the game. Actually, yeah, the jaws don't look right at all. We're not going to really get out of the character right, I don't think. Okay, I forgot to turn subtitles on, so let me get that turned on real quick. On. Should be good for. I need to worry about any of these. Where do I know? Now with the map. David Pip-Boy? That mean? It should be good and everything. Alright. Oh. Hello, Speedy Boy. You're doing your thing. Okay. Way of the future. Old post. Yeah, because old things always talk about the ways. Oh, I can. What do you think I can really do in here? I kind of forget. Sit.
We really need to get those vacation photos developed.
I like the radio. What?
Ah, broken again.
Stop breaking it. Oh, wait. Military fatigue.
War never changes. Got that right. No need to get dressed twice.
Why not? Might be cold outside. Boingy, 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 boingy. Alright.
Ah, good morning, sir. Your coffee. 173.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Brewed to perfection.
Bet I don't like coffee.
And today's newspaper just delivered.
Got the funnies? Actually, do anything I can.
More of the same.
Boston Bugle. I literally cannot read any more of that.
Codsworth.
Enjoy your coffee, sir.
Don't tell me how to live my life. Grognak comic.
Grognak the Barbarian in the Jungle of the Bat Babies. My favorite.
That doesn't sound very intense, if I'm going to be honest.
Oh, sounds like someone made a sticky. I shall attend to young Sean.
You know, I was nervous at first,
Oh, there you
but
are.
Codsworth's really good with Sean.
Oh yeah, you gotta love the cuddly blades of death.
Canada, making it crisp and dry for next week's Halloween festivities.
Hun.
Wow, look at you.
Bringing on next week's
How'd a girl like me ever get so lucky, huh?
on Monday. But also if there are troops stationed overseas.
It apparently is pretty cool. I just said.
Unusual weather as well.
Oh no, weather.
The island of Mamba Jao, the nights are
Really the most sinister thing.
seasonably so for Southeast Asia. But for the 5th Infantry,
Yeah, I think this intro section is literally just like a certain time duration before things happen. What you
Yeah,
got? for me?
Codsworth.
Ah, chores and more chores. My endless joy.
Probably that salesman. He comes for you every day.
Alright, time to be snarky. Somebody who doesn't probably deserve it.
unquestionably, in a state of
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
course to our great national pastime.
Vault-Tec? Remind me again?
You guys aren't
We're
important.
about you, sir, and helping secure your future. You see, Vault-Tec is the foremost builder of state-of-the-art underground fallout shelters. Vaults, if you will. Luxury accommodations where you can wait out the horrors of nuclear devastation. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
Wait, you know what? Give me your hat, then maybe I'll sign up.
Then I'm glad you caught up with me.
Oh, me too. You have no idea. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
What do I want to be local? What if I want to be like explorative? Oh my God, just okay. I don't want to be like angry at him. I just want to be snarky. Crazy isn't much of a. Can't say this
But
right
there's
now.
room for my entire family, right?
Of course, of course. Minus your robot, naturally. In fact, you're already cleared for entrance. It's just a matter of verifying some information. Don't want there to be any holdups in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation.
Yeah, that'll never happen
Take
though.
one moment.
Okay, now I get a sarcastic.
Now, I can't wait for the world to end.
That's the spirit.
Wow.
Now, let's see.
Okay, now I get to determine my stats. So, okay. How far can I do it by, like, averaging it? Okay, so I get 4. How's it? So, for the type of player I am, I'm going to give myself more strengths. I like to, like, hoard everything. What would I want to get rid of? And to be fair, I am kind of awkward when it comes to, like, actual real-life discussions, so I'll take a point out of that. Put it there. Do accuracy and VATS. I'm actually not sure how much I'm going to be using VATS. I mean, I know at least in Fallout 3, the VATS system did give you an actual damage bonus when you're using it, so you're kind of, in certain ways, almost required to use VATS if you want to actually, like, progress through sections. I don't know if they have the same thing in Fallout 4 or not. What's the number of action points of VATS and your ability to sneak? I mean, to be fair, I do like to sneak. Like, a lot. Turn with good fortune, reach affects the recharge rate of critical hits. Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll be a mostly well-rounded character. Alright. Yeah, that should be good enough.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
The very near future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and
he
Sean,
go?
no price is too high.
Good answer.
I can
I
watch
have
from
my
the window.
moments.
Watching you, buddy.
Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that paternal affection
Still there?
you seem to be so good at.
Ah. Oh. Okay,
You
now he's
heard
gone.
Codsworth. Go on.
I don't wanna. Never wanted this kid. I think it's not actually Codsworth baby or Codsworth baby. I can't activate this thing.
How are the two most important men in my life doing?
My baby's a caterpillar.
Spin the mobile a bit. He loves that.
I was trying to, wouldn't let me. Doing a zoomie.
Hey, how's my little guy? Much better now, huh? Listen, after breakfast,
I am facing the
we
wrong
make
way.
it to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
And do what exactly?
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
Why'd you close the door?
Followed by... Yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes. Sounds of explosions. We're, trying to get confirmation.
Okay, so this is
What?
We seem to have lost
What did
contact
he
with our
say?
affiliate stations.
Oh,
We do have coming in. That's, confirmed reports, I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania.
I think I want to save this game,
God.
I think.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
I've got Sean. Let's go.
I think this game you actually can die with the rocket falling if you take too long to go here. We're actually just not gonna mess around. Speed run. Action jumping. Wait, what? Wait, why did that go? Did I go like out of bounds or something? I didn't know that could happen. Huh. Maybe there's like some checkpoints I need to hit first. Huh. Okay, so I can still actually run.
That's absurd! I am
Not on the
Vault-Tec.
list. You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me.
Excuse me.
Okay. Are they letting you in and not me? Someone's gonna hear about this.
Dude, you just talked to me.
If you're in the
Thank you,
program,
thanks.
step
You
forward.
in,
Otherwise,
not
return
me.
home.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Run!
Come on!
What's
It's a
gonna happen
race.
to all those people outside the
Doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving. Step
We
on
shall
the
enjoy a
platform
great
in
fireworks
the
show.
center.
Almost there. We're gonna be okay.
I mean, technically, they could have
I
put more
love you.
people on here.
Both of you.
We love you too.
Hold on!
Thus, the world changed.
We did it. We made it. We're okay.
Everyone please step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs in an orderly fashion.
No need to worry, folks. We'll get everyone situated in your new home. Vault 111. A better future underground.
So we just...
Yes, up the stairs.
I can't believe it. If we left a minute later.
No,
We'd all be.
don't get caught up thinking about that. You're safe now. Everyone, just head up these stairs and through the door there.
That's not the way to this. Are you actually checking out the walls?
What's going on?
Please, keep moving.
Hey there.
Up up the stairs
We
and
just
through
need
the
a
door.
minute.
Well, have fun talking to the wall.
A little high, but welcome.
Vault Tech is here for you.
Here you are. Head down the hall there.
Please
Male.
proceed in an orderly fashion.
Female and infant.
Welcome home.
Come on, any day now.
Take a vault suit, then head down the hall.
Hey there.
Oh,
You gonna move?
God.
Right over there, please.
Go. Go.
Over
Turn.
there. Take a suit. Good.
Oh, I
One
can't
vault
actually.
suit. Now just head down the hall.
Just step over to the table.
Each of you take one of these. Your brand new vault suits.
Thanks. What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
See? This is our new home.
Oh, you're gonna love it here. This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you.
This one's special.
John, our home. Everything we had.
Sir,
My mother and father down in D.C.
Hey,
move
Oh,
along.
God, honey, what if they didn't make it?
I know this is a
How
difficult
long do you
time,
think we'll be down
but
here?
Vault Tech will
Sometime
be
between
We'll
0
be
and a
going
million
over
years.
all that in orientation. Just a
checking
few
everyone off
medical
the list
items we
before
have
they
to
come
get
in.
through first.
as well as comfortable.
Prepared for the future, right?
I do remember one of the main lore things about all the vaults that each one is run or basically managed slightly differently from the other. It's kind of like,
Step
like
in
social
here
experiments.
and put your vault suit on.
If I don't want it.
Hun?
Nope. Nope. Maybe you don't need no help.
The pod will decontaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
time for a whole new life.
Resident
Trapped inside a vacuum
secure. Occupant vitals normal.
Is that actually intended for the baby to be held that way inside of these things? I'd imagine they have to have their own like specialized system.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Also, cryogenic freezing is basically not actually a thing. Why is frame rate still at 48 frames per second? That is a weird value for that to be locked at. I mean, maybe it's something to do with windowed mode. I don't have it in full screen, but I don't know.
Suspended.
Don't give me a sweater.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Isn't the mysterious figure also the one that gives you like the random gun assistance?
I got him.
As one of the skills?
But boy, go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you shot.
Get out of here. Let's go.
I thought that would scare the hell out of the kid.
Cryogenic reinitialize.
The backup? Ah. Yeah, I forget how the game explains away all the other people that are involved with us. I think when we can wake up for the other ones there.
Cryogenic array. All residents must vacate immediately.
Ah.
Come on! There has to be a release!
That guy's dead.
God. Why would Voltaire do this?
All
Can't
residents
be
must
anyone
vacate
left.
immediately.
Hello? Anyone?
I didn't really see in that one.
They're dead. They're dead.
Oh, they were even in that one.
Why'd they do this?
Yeah, I don't remember the game actually explains why we're the only ones on the game. Fancy there. Oh, we can read stuff. Maybe they might be useful later on. Apparently not here. But there we go. Okay, weapon. Pop. And block. Oh, it's more of a parry. Okay. Anything else in here? Terminal? Rocco Industries. Okay. Security instructions. Confidential. Blah blah blah. Vault 111 is designed to test the long-term effects of suspended animation on unaware human subjects. Security staff are responsible for maintaining installation integrity and monitoring science staff activity. Under no circumstances are staff allowed to deviate from assigned duties. Insubordination or interference with vault operations are capital offenses. Security staff are authorized to use lethal force. That seems slightly intense. Manual. What are the staff duties? Oh geez, they got like breakdowns for everything. Daily monitor vital signs. Hourly. Greater than 80% of the resident population has perished while in cryogenic suspension. Life-saving intervention is only permitted if greater than 80% has perished. Not interrupted. Wait, how would you prevent further death without suspending the freeze? Huh. That doesn't seem very appropriate, which I guess kind of makes sense. Fallout. Or then, not Fallout, Vault-Tech. Facility services and maintenance. Outside normal qualifications. Yeah. Oh wait, actually, alternate evacuation. That seems relevant. Clear message? The event will monitor hazards such as blah 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 blah. It's just safe. Do an all clear notice. Okay, so that's come actually from Vault-Tech themselves. Vault-Tech personnel may be evacuated over discretion. Including government and military. That's residents are not to be disrupted or evacuated. Blah blah blah. I went too far. Mandatory shelter. Classified as a short-term assignment. Yeah, because several decades is short-term. Non-resident personnel are expected to carry out research duties and basic maintenance in the fall while awaiting the all-clear to evacuate. The absence of an all-clear message, the overseer may elect to evacuate staff under a mandatory shelter period of 180 days of containment. No circumstances. Yep. Yeah, basically you don't get to go in unless that's... Yeah, you'll never find me like strangling a bug that's literally my size. Ooh, stim pack. Desk. Okay, nothing in the desk. Okay, I like how it actually does show you what's inside the thing without having to like specific. This kind of. Sure. Obviously, Wonder Glue. A little bit of everything for later on crafting. I think you can also break them down into like their base components, which I believe are weightless, but not 100% sure. It's been a while since I played. Oh, hello. Squish.
Giant roaches? What the hell?
Anything else to really booster? I'm like, get a little bit of everything. Lighter. Those. Take all the things. Yeah, it's probably not really gonna be much of anything actually down here. But you never know. Oh, what is that? I think I need to turn that off. Actually, one thing I should probably set for controls. 2, save, 4, F8. Yeah, I am normally a very heavy save scunner. I will fully admit this, but I'm going to try to minimize that for the not being. Oh no, I got less than 1 rad.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
Quick forward. Here. No, not a very fast attacker. Okay, that does give us health. Good to know. Oh, more step packs. Gimme. 30% of max health, heal damage links can be favorited for quick. Ooh. Got gun. I think eyeglasses do give you some kind of stat. Oh wait, we don't have the Pip Boy yet, so we can't actually do anything. I'm guessing 3 is our baton. 3 more money. Nice. So there is a way you can get into this, like right now, if you really wanted to, but I don't remember what that setup was. More ammo. There. There. Herb cigarette pack, huh? Might be worth something. Here. Ammo. I figured there's actually like a limit to the amount of ammo you can hold for any.
Terminal should open this.
Oh, okay.
Is this all that's left?
Probably. Oh. I keep getting tagged just with that out of the way. Open evacuation tunnel. I like how there's like no security measure for that anyway. Cryolator. Long due to make cryogenic freezing available in a portable on-demand form. The cryolator is my latest attempt. Thankfully, we're in no short supply of the chemicals and components I need to take with the prototype. It's a nice way to occupy the time as we wait for the all-clear. Fair. Ooh, more ammo. Nothing in there. Alright. Mini bug. Okay, forget how to activate VATS. Okay, aiming mostly works, as you would think. Ooh, just before he got me. I thought it was like a little baby. Maybe I already picked it up. But you think I'd have like a shadow somewhere. Pow. Melee attacks will still using caps lock to remain undetected. What's that? No, let's not use left all as our melee attack button. Let us use. I think there's a specific melee. Right? Maybe not. I've always run. Okay, Q is fast. Okay. Base. Reload, activate. Oh, there we go. Let's use that as one of my other mouse keys. That makes a little more sense to me.
Is anyone alive? Did anyone get out?
Oh god. And the Pip Boy. The boy with the pips. Slightly scary, I think. I alerted him, but I didn't scare him. I don't know how much I would actually weigh. has not a lot of RAM. I mean, to be fair, I think it, well, no, it was developed in 2075, so I don't know. Inventory, baton, blah blah blah. We still have our old clothes. No, we do have a way to get perception with eyeglasses. Like that. Ooh, the Redding ring has a lot of value. Jumpsuit, which does some kind of stuff. Data, quest, map, which we have basically nothing. And stations. And then there's the perk chart, which we don't have any kind of perks right now. I think some of these do require, like, yeah, these require certain strength values. Oh, no. How do I... I'm not sure how to go down the thing. I think there's more... Oh, there we go. Just hold that down to the bottom of this. Vault Life has its perks. But not really. So, back out of there. You can't really do anything with that yet. Auto-saving.
Oh, God.
Ammo. Never turn that down. Oh, this is the way that we came before. That is probably not helpful. Okay, we gotta use this. That's nice and convenient.
Vault door cycling sequence.
And again, why is there no actual... I mean, I guess it's gonna be the overseer right here. Maybe that's why the Pip-Boy works. But yeah, there's still, like, no actual security measures to prevent any of this from happening, like, ahead of schedule. Which I guess this wouldn't have as much risk, since everybody would actually have, like, the cryogenic stasis, but still. I did not mean to get caught on the table. Go! Oh, I can't go over that. Nice. Oh. Hello. Freedom! Bye-bye, wall. I'll miss you. Oh, I got faster. Yeah, I don't like the way my sheets appeared. Let's kind of undo that a bit. Fix. What was the jowl? I don't know if how I actually want this to look, honestly. Except, I want to do okay, John Middle, I think. Okay, sorry about that. Alright. I guess we'll stick with that then. Done. I think we should be good with that. Why do I have sunglasses? These are regular glasses. Unless I just misread it. Maybe it was sunglasses. Didn't look like it though. I'm confused now. Use the armor workbench to modify your armor and increase its abilities. Whatever the word was. Read. Super bright. Oh God. Radio station. See if we can loot anything nearby. Yet. Okay, why is my FPS so low? Oh, I can't even actually change the quality here. Well, I guess I have to deal with the very minimal FPS. I guess this game just doesn't run well in windowed mode, when I'm interpreting this. my computer should be more than good enough to be able to run this at like really good quality in Windows mode. I don't know why it isn't. Oh no, those are just models. Right X. Elevator button? Does it actually do anything? Think it does something? Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I guess that just lets you get back down onto, which we don't need to. Head over this way. Can I pick that up? No, I can't. Try to explore without dying. That would be optimal. We have an instant town. Sanctuary. Yeah, I kind of forgot how close they put this place to your starting spot. Hello, Mr. Sir.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
He's dead.
My God. They did it. Those bastards really did it. Everything's dead.
Everything's dead? Ah, yes, the garden. The posies have been problematic, I admit.
Oh, but just the posies.
Ah, if only the missus were here to help. Where is she, by the by?
I did say everything. Yeah.
They killed her.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood.
What do you recommend?
It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Sure,
Charades?
so love that game. Is the lad with you?
Sean's been kidnapped. But I'm going to find him. I'm going to get my son back.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia.
That's not how that works.
Properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
Wait, 200?
200 years? What? Are you...
A bit over 210, actually, sir. Or give or take a little, for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be famished.
At times people withhold information or capture, you can attempt to persuade them into sharing both. Are you okay?
Codsworth, you're acting a little bit weird.
I mean, compared to everything else, it's there's no can be.
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2
Yeah.
centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but
That's a while.
nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing. And
Who gets water damage, though?
don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car. How do you polish rust?
Very carefully? Yeah, stay with me. I need somebody to help me stay alive.
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
Oh, or that too.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead.
I mean, you're a third, right?
I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
Well, it's something.
Let it serve as a reminder, sir, of happier days.
Or in the sense, happier centuries.
Enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? Mrs. and young Sean may turn up yet.
We already said that she was dead.
Have you seen anything dangerous?
Oh, just the usual, sir. Pesky neighborhood dogs and mosquitoes. Shall I investigate?
He pronounces it mosquito.
I don't know, Codsworth.
Follow me.
You can come with me whether you like it or not. So what do I get to? So not the radio. The data? How do I get to the thing? The holotape? Oh, here it is.
Oopsie. No. Fingers away. There we go. Okay. Just say it. Right there. Right there. Yay. Hi, honey. Listen. I don't think that Sean and I need to tell you how great of a father you are.
Wait, where did it go? Oh, there.
But we're going to anyway. Isn't that right? You are kind and loving. Funny. That's right. And patient.
Well, that's a bit intense.
Patient. Patient is a saint, my mom used to say.
Why'd you set my house on fire?
Look, with Sean and us all being home together, it's been an amazing year. But even so, I know our best days are yet to come.
Yeah, not quite.
There'll be changes, sure. Things we need to adjust to. You'll rejoin the civilian workforce, and I'll shake the dust off my law degree.
That was an actual skeleton at first.
And everything we do, no matter how hard, we do it for our family.
There.
Now, say goodbye, Sean. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
A to turn the screwdriver. If the spot you've chosen is correct, the lock will rotate and open. To resist, release A and reposition the bobby pin.
We love you.
Got it.
Got it.
Okay, got quite a bit of stuff here, actually. Back, buff out. Light pistol. More weight, a little bit better fire rate, less damage. 20, silver table suit. That's not even worth that much. Alright. Is there anything else worthwhile to take? Kinda doubt it. And... oh, hey, new controller. Nice. Pork and beans. Enough of that. Pork and beans is a good Wii Switch song. I'm just gonna put that out there. Where is Codsworth? He's over this way. There he is. Double.
Sir, your family isn't here either. They're really gone, aren't they?
I mean, I did say so.
Sean's out there, Codsworth. I need to find him.
What about Concord, sir? Plenty of people there. And last I checked, they only pummeled me with sticks a few times before I had to run back home.
That sounds reasonable.
There's still people alive in Concord?
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood, and past the Red Rocket Station? I shall remain
So basically just south.
secure the home.
How about you come with me?
There must be someone who can help you in Concord.
Can accompany me?
Still tending
Damn
the
it.
garden, sir. And as you can see, our geraniums are still the envy of Sanctuary Hills.
Don't need to worry about those. Fancy hairbrush? I have some questions as to why a Blowfly would have that on it. Bug pin. Go ahead and head south, which... I remember one of the main things I was looking forward to in this game was the whole, like, the base slash the town building thing you could do. Then wanted to be just kind of so minimal and not really very satisfying. Definitely made me feel sad. I think there's like one point where it's required by the story, but otherwise it's like 100% optional. So I probably won't be doing it beyond the required part of the game at that point. Don't recall when that is. I don't know if I can actually pick that up. I'm not gonna try. Everything here. You get a doggo. Remember that much. Why is coolant being marketed with like actual gas? Doggo.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You lose your owner, buddy?
Pet the doggo.
Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Issue doggo, press E to begin issuing plans. Talk.
How you doing, buddy?
What tricks do you
Hey,
know?
boy. You know any tricks?
Okay, that's a good trick.
Hey. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, that's what I want. Fetch?
Hey, boy. Think you can find something for me?
Give me another container.
Find any goodies, boy?
Hopefully not this one. Not this one. Hey. Oh, here. Ooh, money. That's a good find. Ham radio. Like much is going on. Join or die, wow. Any cap stash? Okay, I'll take 23 bottle caps. Is this on? This is on. Welcome, Red Rocket employee. Get here. Equipment. Don't choose the parts. Not even pay for more of defective parts, but okay. Probably not important. Doggo. Where doggo? Hello, doggo.
Hey. Wait there.
Oh, I did not mean
Come
to
on.
do that. Oh, I like how you can just do that within the menu. What the hell? Oh, hi. That bull rat just fell through the... Okay. He just fell through the world. Not saying, just saying. Okay. I think we should be good now. How you doing, boy?
Heads up. How you doing, buddy?
Can I actually give him a name? What are you doing? Oh, what? I think that's everybody. Where are you going? Where you going, boy?
Heads up.
I think it was probably just like trying to react to like and stuff. I think it should already be following us when we get down here. Right. I'll go. Here we go. Oh, hello. Alright. So far, so alive. Okay, we can harvest some flowers. Stuffs. Conquered. Now we gotta find the people. And bird. Okay, apparently I turned it to giblets. Here, got fire. This section I know I want to fix. I know this part gave me a little bit of trouble when I first back in the day. Hello. Here. Nothing too valuable. Wish I had better sights on here. Be able to sneak up relatively close. Damn it, dog. Gave me away. Headshot.
Hey, I'm here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please!
What? Weapon. Laser musket. Do I even have any ammo for this? Got some ammo. Oh, that's an interesting style. Oh, it can only load 2 shots. Oh, I see. So it's basically like charge bait. Okay, so we're a bad guy. Oh. Okay, just okay. Oh yeah, there are bad guys in here. That much. Oh. I don't know if they've actually become aware of me yet. I kinda hope not.
No more British occupation! Come on!
Where are the actual baddies? Here. Jack and Nate. Watch out, boy. Oh, hi. Yeah, let's look for the weapon I actually had ammo for. Nothing in there I can get to. Up the stairs. Let's get some perks real quick. Okay, so I can just outright gain points, which is kind of nice in stats. I figured if I can do this multiple times, or if I can only do it like once per thing. Not worried about punching. Not worried about pickpocketing. Yeah, maybe. Oh. Non-automatic pistol. Yeah, no, oh, let's get some damage endurance, I guess. Get that. That does require a higher level to go further. Less radiation from eating or drinking, and... okay, so which one... Specific weapon accuracy and VATS. Did you... I don't really need any of those. Let's go ahead and gain a... intelligence. Could be... Okay, no more bad guys right now. I should probably reload. Oh, that's not reloading.
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot.
Stop being such a fucking pansy. We hold out for the others like we're supposed to.
What are you, deaf? Somebody's out there shooting the place up.
Not here. Not here. There we go. Pick up all the things. Strike the armor a little bit. That's not a lot of ammo. with this console open? Not much of a point to right now, though.
I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna skin every last one of you.
Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other shit to deal with.
You hear that? I gotta go take a little walk, but I'll be back, and you'll be dead.
Where are you? Sound like you were nearby. Yeah, being good aim. Oh wait, there's more? Oh, that was pressing. Stuff there. Nothing else I can still try to sell all this stuff around too. Long guns. Why not? So where specifically are you? Oh, nothing else back here. How do I get across? Oh no, I don't need to get across.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable.
That's a hell of a
Preston
gun.
Garth, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Minutemen? So now I'm traveling backward in time?
Protect the people at a minute's notice. That was the idea. So I joined up, wanted to make a difference. And I did, but things fell apart. Now it looks like I'm the last Minuteman left standing.
Who are these people?
Just folks looking for a new home, a fresh start. I've been with them since Quincy. Lexington looked good for a while, but the ghouls drove us out of there. A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. It's just me, the Longs, Marcy and June. That's old Mama Murphy on the couch. And this here is Sturgis.
Hey.
Tough break.
God damn it.
You don't know the half of it. Anyway, I
Thanks, Doggo.
figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But, well, we do have one idea.
That ain't it.
I'm still not much a fan of the way they give the options here. It seems like most of them don't have like any actual difference in what they result in. Which is kind of one of the things I was kind of considering against playing for, and maybe going with like Vegas because that was the other one that tied with this. But at the same time, there was kind of a little too much variation with it. Like I
You hear what I'm saying?
I don't know if they actually said anything for anything way too long either.
Tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
Doesn't last very long.
What makes that power armor so special?
A West-Tech internalized servo system, that's what. Inside that baby, super is the new normal. You'll be stronger, tougher, resistant to rads, and... get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
I like how the text box is still kind of bugged.
Could work.
It'll work, provided we can reactivate the suit. It's totally out of juice. Probably has been for 100 years. It can be powered up again, but we're a bit stuck.
So, what's the solution?
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core, your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement, locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Oh, just thinking about fixing the security issue. I'll do it.
Can't be too hard. I'll see what I can do.
Well, all right.
I got some bobby pins.
Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
Gotta get to the basement. Oh, bobblehead.
Bingo.
Get beyond. Hell yeah.
There's something coming.
I forget if I can still sell that and be able to the stat buff.
Angry.
Ma'am.
Dog meat sure did find us some help. Just look at ya.
Still got to name of it.
So, he's your dog?
Aw, he ain't my dog. No, sir. Dog meat, he's what you call his own man. You can't own a free spirit like that. But he chooses his friends and sticks with them. He'll stay by you now. I saw it.
Saw it.
You saw it?
It's the chems, kid. They give old Mama Murphy the sight. Been that way for as long as I can remember.
I'm listening.
I can see a bit of what was and what will be. And even what is right now.
That other part doesn't seem as talented.
Right now, I can see there's something coming. Drawn by the noise and the chaos.
The societal thing.
It is angry.
Is it angry or angy? Yeah, stop.
What is it? Mama Murphy, I need more, please.
I'm
Aw.
sorry, kid. But I just don't know. The sight ain't always clear. But believe
You kind of miss it, letting you know what you actually need to
Ain't
have
no
it,
radar.
or at least what the chance is based on. I think it did that in at least 3.
I'm
I don't know if it did that in a New Vegas or not.
And if I ain't mistaken, you've got a job to do.
Alright, so... Oh. Robco Fun?
Perfect.
There's an issue of Robco Fun. Includes the Atomic Command holotape game. We're probably not going to play it, but we'll take it. It doesn't count as stealing, apparently. I mean, I realize this is a Bethesda game, but there are so many bugs we've already found. Kinda silly. Okay, so we gotta head to the basement. First we gotta figure out how to get to the basement. I'll take some of that. And sell it. Alright, so head down here. Okay, wait, all the way down here. Those, I'm guessing it's terminal locked. Or just regular lock. There we go.
That's it.
Easy game. Fusion core, get. Oh, you can try to unlock this. I forget how this works in this game. Password required. Oh, right, so you have to... Okay, it's basically like Wordle. Select potential password with mouse. If the password is incorrect, the number of letters of match terminal's password will be displayed on the screen. So I know you can try to find words that are already similar to be able to kind of filter out other words that could or could not be the answer. Start with last. Okay, nothing. So no FLs, A's, or S's, or K's. No A's. No S's. No B. No. Only one. I suppose the A was already known. So D, O, B, or E is actually in the word and nothing else is. It's not going to be S. Oh, there we go. No? Oh, I suppose that also at the end. Okay, maybe this doesn't focus the way, or work the way I think it does. So it's not going to be joins, because that would be two likeness on the voice. Not going to be fruit, because there's nothing with last them at. I already tried Adobe. Okay, I feel like okay. We can reset. We kind of cheat. I like this one times. Still just like this one. But I think the I somewhere in the point. Okay, there's something I'm not understanding about this. Yes. Nothing matches. I mean, unless maybe the system is only gives you correct if you at the right position as well. That doesn't seem like it would work that way, though. Can I, like, recheck? Hacking. The lock terminals range for difficulty. Above now specifically requires hacks. Terminal will display a list of potential passwords and random characters. Only one word listed as correct password. You must highlight a word. If the selection is correct, the terminal will unlock. If the selection is wrong, entry denied, and a likeness number will be displayed in the corner of the terminal screen. The likeness number tells you how many letters in your attempted password match exactly. Okay. Okay, so I thought it was just like that many letters were in a period. Okay, so that's actually the exact. That's good. Oh, you only locked out for 10 seconds. Okay, I thought it was like a permanent unlock. Okay, so now that we know what the likeness actually means. Okay, so isn't great. Okay, it's actually not really the most helpful system, honestly. It doesn't really give you any hints as what else. Okay, so one of the letters in swept is correct.
That's it.
There we go. Got it. It's already unlocked, but oh well. Alright, now that we figured out how to properly choose this. I can. Oh. Aw, little kitty cat. I want to frame that somewhere. Actually, what's my weight rating at right now? Oh, it's not even halfway there. Open that. Duct tape. Wrench. Now we need to head upstairs. Stuff. Switchblade, why not? How do I need to go this? I think we need to go through. Yeah, I think we need to go to where we found the people. Go to the top floor that way. More stairs. Already been that way. Okay, right through here.
Hey there.
Did the thing.
Like it or not, we're all counting on you.
Alright, part of the thing. Let's get through this side. And well, some people probably loot or craft or sell, whatever you want to do with it. Go. worries with the loading. Why is there so much loading? Okay, fusion. Enter. I can only imagine how many times that would have had to like test that to make sure like right for the bone everybody's body. So yeah, I think now we just head. Wait, we have this one. Oh, right, we have this. I forget if this was unlimited ammunition.
Up here. Boss, we got somebody up here.
Why don't you get down here? Show me that fancy gun.
Yeah, so it does have a heated chamber, so if you want to watch out for that. Yeah, not gonna lie, this minigun actually kind of sucks. I do kind of want to save some of the ammo for this, because I know there's going to be an extra big baddie coming up soon. Oh, there you are. Oh, still one more. Oh, there it is. There's the big boy himself. This is what I wanted to save my ammunition for. Come on, get closer so I can actually hit you. I guess he can take care of the rest of the raiders too, that works. Also setting himself on fire. Where are you going? I don't want to jump down if I don't have to. Oh, there's still a raider there. That guy is stupid. Okay, there we go. Now he's triggered. Come on. Come on. Dude.
At least there's only one of them.
Wait, where do you go? Angry bark. Wait, he's actually being smart. Where are you coming from? Wait. That didn't look right. Theoretically, get a better angle. Back out. I think we might just have to go down.
I'll find him.
Oh yeah, we gotta go scrunch. Apparently we lost a leg, but oh well. What was that? Everything's exploding. Got it. Yeah, this one like a trillion times better than when I first tried playing this a while back. I'm assuming I can still use like my regular handgun. At this point, this weapon is pretty much useless.
Take it easy, Mama. You okay?
I'm fine, Preston. Quit fussing.
Excuse me.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you were on our side.
You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move some. Listen, when we first met, you asked about the Minutemen. One thing you should know about us, we help out our friends. So here, for everything you've done, thank you.
Ammo, get some bottle caps.
What happens now?
For the longest time, Mama Murphy's had a vision of a place called Sanctuary. Some old neighborhood, but one we can make new again.
I just been
Why
over
don't
here.
you come with us? I could really use your help.
What would I need to do?
So this is where the city thing becomes semi-required.
Because there's more to your destiny. I've seen it. And I know your pain.
Something about the way she looks is familiar, and I don't know what.
Please, tell me. I need to know.
You're a man out of time, out of hope. But all's not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
Where is my son? Where is Sean?
Oh, I wish I knew, kid. I really do. But it's not like I can see your son. I can just feel his life force, his energy.
Until he
He's
exists.
And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City. The biggest settlement around.
What's in Diamond City? Is Sean there?
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The sight will paint a clearer picture.
I do have some.
Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Ah, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the sight. And our new friend here, he's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. It's not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy saw it?
It can
Hold on.
worse than...
Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this together, right? So Marcy, you got a better idea of what we should do next?
Exactly.
Anybody?
Well,
Sanctuary it is. Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
Come on, June, it's time to go.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how long the battery power actually lasts. Apparently I'm at 50% already. I don't know if I actually started off full or not. I'm assuming taking damage also kind of like lowers the kind of adds it around. But I could accompany them to Sanctuary. But that's gonna take a bit. Okay, can loot. What is it? But I can loot some of the dead bodies now. So that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, go ahead and get out of this. It is kind of clunky overall. Despite being pretty good.
Took that thing out.
First time I've seen one of these things up close.
Yeah, now. Over here. Light bulbs. Doesn't seem like. Terminal. Yeah, it's just not. Okay, let's find out what we can. I don't care about maps. Peril. Cycle damage. Oh. Okay, chest piece seems pretty good. Right now, compared to our vault jumpsuit, I think basically takes up the entire body, if I remember right. Actually, it might count as regular clothing, so it might be able to wear armor. Yes. Actually, I do care more about physical. Well, gas mask. Yeah, we don't need that. Chest piece, okay. Thing. Actually, have more physical defense. That doesn't actually give benefit. Okay, we got back hood with straps. I think I'll pass on that. That's only radiant. Can we still equip these individually? That'd be kind of cool. Okay, that's also... You know what? Let's get welding goggles. Those will probably look cool. I forget how to actually do third-person view, because I think there's an option for that. I do want to see what we look like. Roll. Okay, ready. Maybe there isn't. Okay, does that look like there's actually a third-person view? I thought there was. Oh. Got... No, we don't want this equipped anymore. Two... Swords. Shotguns, we don't have much ammo for it, I don't think. Laser musket, we don't have much ammo for that. Okay, where do we see ammo? Ammo. We got a decent amount of fusion cells. We got a bunch of 10mm and 38 rounds. 10mm and 1038. Here. Oh, it does show the ammo there too. Okay. Does give us better. This is better accuracy. Yeah, let's look at the pistol. So the question is now kind of just where do we go? I guess we should probably follow along for the story reasons, otherwise they're just wandering. But let's take the scenic route back to Sanctuary. How about we do that? We'll like the other side. I don't think we're gonna find any more raiders. We can find some like wildlife or something. Oh, flowers. There's the red rocket store. I think I see a harvestable. See something. Now let's do a quick. Okay, we can actually enter here. Okay, and harvest these. Brain fungus. Sounds delicious. Some sneaky. I feel like I'm moving too fast when sneaking. Yeah, but I can't. Oh, how did that miss? Unless I did hit and they just don't die in one shot. Awesome. Or maybe I've actually been getting headshots on them and haven't really done. Also possible. So much brain fungus in it. Boy fungus. Oh yeah, that's nuclear. Come on, none of that. All the brains. I'm like zombie. Okay. This area is safe. Squirrel bits? It might not be PG-13, but we'll still take it. Probably reload. that was a headshot. Gentlemen. I don't think I want to drink that. Drinking unpurified water causes radiation. Yeah, I'm not into that. Harvestables. That was safe. Only knobs to unlock. There we go.
Sweet.
Fragmentation mine, nice. Yeah, a little bit of everything. Alright. I think that's probably all we can really get in here. I think the other thing was the stuff over here. Even then, I don't think there's anything glitched. Micro glasses. I guess it doesn't do anything special by welding glasses. Charisma. Huh. We actually might need more of that since I did kind of take my charisma a bit. Let's kind of balance that out. And we got the extra point for the perception for the bobblehead anyway. Come on, game. So I think they're probably back in Sanctuary. Start heading back. Shouldn't be anything new popping up here. I wouldn't. Run! Lush fruit. Oh yeah, you can actually do like some kind of like little farming stuff in the towns too. Forgot about that. Like a very minor harvest moon in Stardew Valley. I don't think I haven't actually done anything with you guys. Huh. Alright. Here's Preston.
I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
That's where I lived 210 years ago.
I don't know. It's strange being back here.
What do you mean? You used to live here or something?
Yeah. Before the war. Before everything was ruined.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
200 years.
I lived here over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
Technically?
My son. Somebody took him while I was still trapped. Have you run across anybody with a baby boy?
Damn. I'm sorry. But no. I haven't run across any kidnapped babies. I'll definitely keep an eye out for him.
You know, one thing too is the fact that we don't exactly know how much time passed between when we woke up and when the baby was taken.
And I hope you don't mind.
Still be a baby anymore.
But I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
What kind of help do they need?
Sounded like the usual. Raiders. You'll have to get all the details when you talk to them.
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you.
Workshop now.
By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis.
Ooh, level.
I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
That's a lot of XP. How many levels did I get? I have... Okay, I gained 1 level. Okay, so I think I can, like, actually buff up all my stats this way if I really wanted to. I can't buff that again until we get a higher level. Don't really care about that. Automatic rifles. I don't really care about any of this. That wouldn't be bad for the medic one. Actually, do I even need to take these in order? Access to base level and rank 1 gun mod. Okay, don't need to take them in order. That's actually really good. Automatic weapons, no. Automatic pistols. I'm not sure what counts as a non-automatic pistol. Okay, I wouldn't mind being hard to detect with. Apparently can't get that yet. Okay, that actually kind of want to get too. I definitely want a lot of ammo. But I figured he was actually asking for anything here or not. I don't think he would. 10 finds bluff. Ooh. Oh, okay. Fragmentation grenade, nice. Okay, I have to search us. Where is good old Sturdy? Actually, oh.
Another one for the Minutemen.
Bad roach. So I gotta remember where the crafting station was. I want to remind myself of what I can actually do. I know it's inside like one of the garages here. What in there? There's Sturgis.
Sturgis.
You willing to do some work?
What kind of help do you need?
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long.
Do I look like a carpenter to you?
I don't know what you look like. You said you were willing to help. Making beds is what we need help with.
I'd be glad to help.
Okay. Good deal. Just
Yeah, the only unfortunate thing about the sarcastic option is that you always sound like a jackass.
Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
Alright. So, build shelter beds for sanctuary settlers. Still don't know where it actually is.
Sanctuary.
Is it right here? Okay, here it is. Along with the power armor little throwing station there. Get some equipment, definitely. Oh, I can actually take the type. The battery? Oh. Lots of weapons work. Don't necessarily need weapons, but...
One of these houses would be a good place to set up some beds.
Okay, so this is where I can scrap stuff. I don't really need that. Don't need that. Actually, can I modify this? I can, theoretically. Wait, every way improve damage. Well, that's a lot of extra rate of fire. Armor pierce. Improve rate of fire and armor penetration, reduce range, inferior damage. Fire. Less accuracy. I can't get to it. Actually, stikes. I cannot.
You want my 2 caps?
Okay,
I should keep moving. Don't want to be pinned down when the raiders.
Can't do any of that. Magazine, eject, better reload speed, and ammo capacity, and grip. Recoil and hipfire accuracy. That's enough for an accuracy.
Hey, do you have a moment? I wanted to thank you for helping us out in Concord.
Oh, that's actually a lot more damage. I'll actually go with that. Alright. Grab everything else. Oh, I can rename it too. We'll name that E-shooter. You don't need the minigun. That's a lot of steel. Like pipe pistol, yeah, no. That.
Hey, Mama. How are you getting along? Oh, yeah? You spent
I want to
all
save
time
some of this
on the
rifle
run
selling.
when you were younger? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we'll just work with that for now.
good advice.
Exit.
Sounds like quite the adventure.
Alright, so where is the actual, like...
Just when you think
oh,
you're
it's
safe,
probably here.
you're not.
There it is. Workshop. Workshop allows you to build, adjust, and remove nearby objects and structures. Move between options with left and right. Press up to find the object or structure you wish to build. If your selected object appears green, press enter to build it. If it appears red, try adjusting its location, and yours, until it changes to green. Workshop objects are built from components. When building an object, components are automatically harvested from junk items in your inventory or the workshop. Okay, so I think for now, How do you want to do this? Or defense? Crafting. Structure. This is if I want to actually create something new. Don't really want to do. I want to craft beds. Beds, chairs, containers, a little bit of everything. Okay, I think that shows how many total beds I can actually build right now. Get out of the way. I try to put these inside the rooms that they would actually belong in. That's not. Okay. A right click will be kind of organized. Like this. Build. 1. We'll basically just give everybody their own house to start with. I think you can actually like dismantle these houses as well. Okay, so how do I... Okay, I can scrap here. Scrap that and build a new one. Most of these are basically the same cost. Wait, if I can. There we go. He's not gonna eat. Crap. Beds. Do a little bit of variety. Sure. But apparently shift just stops you entirely, which is kind of weird. Crap. Beds. One more. That's gonna be all the beds. Okay, so I don't have to actually be at the workbench to access it. Good to know. So can I do crops versus food? We did pick up some stuff, I think. No, we didn't. Okay, I thought we got the food. Guess not. Once basics are met, you can also increase overall happiness by raising someone's defense rating, and I cannot read the rest of it. Supposed to miss the link. Extra scavenging. Huh. From the same unit of feed trough. Bring together settlers. Alerts. Oh! No reason to build any of those yet. Can only be placed in dirt. I can only make one of these, but better than nothing. Can I make anything else? That requires power, and that requires power. Okay. Need more concrete. I definitely don't have any of them. Alright. In that case, let's go try to find Sturgis. Where is Sturgis? That quest marker is for not Sturgis. He actually might be in one of the beds we made at this point. Actually, what's the weight? Is there no button anymore? I do not want to do that. There's 0 chance to hit. Okay, what button do I press to wait? Void, that's neutron, move. Do they not have that anymore? Huh. Apparently you can't just like wait X amount of hours anymore. Because I have to actually use one of my beds for that. For 5 hours. That way should at least be sunlight when we try to look for certain. 2287.
Need something?
Oh, hi. Hi, well rested. Yeah, I don't know how to actually find... Oh, there we go. There he is. Got the beds built.
Hey, Sturgis. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
I'm not
I
sure.
think the right option is more about, like, be a jackass.
They won't have to keep drinking the river water. That stuff's not good for you.
Let's trade some things.
Actually, I wonder if I can just get concrete. I cannot. I don't know if I could just buy anything that would have concrete either. So you don't really have anything. I have money, and that's about it. So if I sold you these... Oh yeah, then I just have to... Well... Unless he just counts as like somebody I can just give stuff freely to. It would seem weird.
A trick with water pumps is to find a good spot for them. Someplace you can dig down to groundwater.
This. Okay. Hey. I want to play first. Okay, so I need concrete, which I have no idea where to get that. So for now, let's head toward the other settlement. So I know, like, the buildings like this, we can actually just scrap entirely. Oh, that's how we get concrete. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, anything that's just, like, completely and utterly torn down, we just scrap and build your resources that way, and then we can build new stuff afterward. Definitely don't need that. Yeah, for houses that are still in relatively usable condition like this, you can't scrap. But I think we don't really need to worry about that as of yet. This is entirely torn. That should be enough for now. So let's go resources, water. And for the sake of trying to keep things in like a relatively not too far away from everybody else. Oh, there's already one here. Is that the one we just built? Oh, we'll put another one here. Alright. That's all the water. Now I think we need to find a way to get more food plants. We'll need quite a bit of it too.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some more help, but our food supplies are running low. If we're gonna settle here, we'll need to get some crops established.
What kind of crops are you looking for?
It doesn't much matter. Potatoes, mute fruit, corn, whatever you can get to grow.
That we need to actually get from like other places. Now we'll start heading toward the other settlement. Actually, can I? That would just do. I can. Yeah, you can get a lot of free resources, actually. You realize how much you actually get from all this. Probably scrap the tires. You can get a lot of stuff from this. Individual stuff, I'm not gonna worry. Oh, armor workbench, okay. I actually wanna try to do some stuff with this. We have some raider stuff right now. Molded. That's a good bit of armor. Everybody a little bit, but not enough to make, like... What's miscellaneous? Pocketed. Okay, I'll take carrying capacity.
What?
So we're at 250 right now. How much does that actually give us extra? My question. 10, that's not too bad. Yeah, let's get the rest of it. I can mod my Pip-Boy? There's nothing to modify it with. Game, you lied to me. Right arm. Girded leather. Yeah, plenty of materials, so why not? I can't make any more pocket. Alright. We'll stick with that for now. Alright. But this time, for real, we're gonna go to the other side of the settlement. Hopefully not die in the process. I think we do get some radiation if we try to swim through this. Oh, it's gonna be the quickest way. Oh god, that's actually quite a lot of rats at once. Not expecting that much. We got through. Alright, let's do a quick save, make sure we don't lose any data. There he is.
Look alive.
How much can I actually give him? Oh, he has a stim back. Okay. How much can I actually give dog meat? I'm not going to look it up right now because I would have to basically go out of the game and that would stop the music. But I'm kind of curious if you can actually just give him like literally everything and he'll like always be. Flowers. Oh, here we go. Wait, gourd blossom. I don't know if that's actually going to be the gourd itself though. Because I know gourd is one of the foods you can grow as crops. Much fruit. Wait. It does take quite a lot of fruit to actually plant and get the thing work. Got my knife. Get round. Thicket excavation. Oh, that's a hell of a drop. Let's not fall. It's like a little mini Hoover Dam. Or silt bean. That's a new one. Did I grab that last one? I did. The station of some kind of. Oh. There's some blowflies. Sounds like there's some raiders as well. Definitely raiders. So it seems like they're already aware of me. Fine. There we go. Give me one good shot, I can take them out easily. So. Where are you at? Show yourself. Oh, you're up there. Yeah, if I only get better sights on this, my headshots would be basically guaranteed. Those were the screwdriver, interesting. I don't see any more enemies on my little mini thing down there. On this. Are there any more? Or does it just be like in coming itself? I think we're actually clear. I need to find ammo too. That more rod just kind of exploded. Oh. Can't tell if the last bad guy's up here or down there. Guy just shot. Not in here. Vodka. And dog food. Ammo. Okay, that's the ammo that we need. Way up here? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Back up if I get there. I guess that's everything for here. I don't look for more. Over this way. They're actually flowers. Wild carrot flower. I would love those actually be or changeable into actual carrot plants, but I don't know if that's actually possible. It might be an alternate recipe, for all I know. Only bathtub. Why bathtub? Okay, got some stuff. Something here. The wild dog. Like, oh, there's a few. Where'd the others go? Here, mutated doggos. Oh, that's just the bottom of the hole. Nice. Can't see me. Bushes. Bin. Alpha. That might be bad. Oh god. Oh god, there's two of them. There's one. There we go. Dog meat. Alright, let's explore a little bit of this, see if we can find anything. I guess probably not. Why was there a kickball on that one? I have many questions. I'm not fully confident I want the answers to those questions. Can't do anything there. Okay, we're getting close to the place. No, it's just... I thought this was like on longer for a bit. Oh. I don't think I can take these yet. Well, I guess I can. Let's try to find the... Here we go. Yeah, let's earn our right to take their food. That word.
Easy living, this ain't.
What do you want? We don't need any more
Nice
trouble
to have the
around
Minutemen
here.
back.
Oh, hold on.
You think we might see them again someday?
Do you always point a gun at everyone you meet?
I'm afraid I do these days. If we lose any more of our crops, we'll be done for. Now you best get yourself on down the road. We've got nothing for you.
Didn't you ask the Minutemen for help?
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed.
Oh,
You said
kind
Bert
of do.
was one of them passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days after Quincy. Bad business, that.
Is there something you need my help with?
Well, not what I wanted to ask, but...
Yeah, I'm damn glad you're here. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks. Stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
Join Minutemen?
Will you be willing to join the Minutemen once I've dealt with those raiders?
Well, we'll certainly give it a good long think. People have gotten used to not being able to count on you folks. That's not going to change overnight.
Alright, so we need to head... I already forgot where the thing... Map. Oh, there was like a power facility. That's not a one. Satellite station, excavation. Okay, we need to go down there. So, southwest. Anyway. Auto saving, that's good. Andy, why? Yay, health. Hell yeah. And it's rat-free health, too. Alright. Onward. To destiny! Okay, I see some... Eddie, why? I mean these are raiders now. Maybe not. One of them has a vault suit, it looks. Well, that's not a good sign.
What the fuck was that? Shoot him!
Okay, they are raiders. Oh god. That's not cool, guys. Get him, dog meat. Okay, so that guy was being held hostage then. Okay. I'll let him live. I probably should have stopped him asking for questions. Oh. What are you doing? Oh, he's injured. Okay. Now I know what time to look out for later on. I know it's not going to be the only time it goes down. Alright. On again. I remember this bridge being dangerous in some sec. Oh, hi. Hey, hey. Leave him alone. Hey. Dude. Maybe I just needed to, like, weaken that. Leave him in the booty. Oh. Back here. Oh, I didn't mean to double hit there. Well. Jumpsuit Plus. Actually anything, like, special? It is not special at all. Oh, it's probably just plus because it's considered like a better defense for one of the categories. Oh, you? Oh, hello. Hello. Alright, perk time. What else do we got here? Without a companion. But I do like having companions. Health. No. Alright, I was gonna do, more ammo. Definitely more ammo. So there's one thing you don't want to be without in this game, it's ammo. Another quick save. I'm paranoid in this kind of game. Bedford Station. Okay, no immediate death. I don't think there's gonna be anything inside of here. Right away, control bits. No way spike. Oh god. Oh no, you don't. Okay. Don't want more. Alright, that was annoying. Is there still more bad guys? Yeah, the music needs to learn when to tone itself down when the combat's actually end. This is apparently not good at that. Dutchman. Dutchman just instructions? What is that? Yeah, actually. What have we missed? Dutchman's instructions. What does it say? Deliver your package to the old switching station. The runner arrives at midnight. Need gear, look for the blue barrel. Blue barrel for resources. We're at the switching station for a drop-off or something. As long as it was ammo, I'll take it. File cabinet, no. Light pistol. Got a clipboard, bottle. Take that. Station Master's terminal, what does this do? What's that? It's inactive. A critical failure in the track switching system has been detected. Please clear the tracks. Oh. Admin allied. Activate lights. Okay. Hopefully that did something useful. And system diagnostic. Two spotlights linked. Line of truth detected. Bunch of miles. Okay, apparently spotlight work. That's a plus, I guess. Yeah, nothing else really. What was that noise? I don't think we would have activated anything. We need to clear some kind of obstruction. I'm guessing this might be the obstruction. This is kind of right where the track would be switched. Oh, this is probably it right here. I don't know if we can actually clear this. As much as I would kind of like to. Well, this could also be an obstruction. A lot of options, actually. Here. A quick save. A little bit of everything. Also, a lot of it of nothing. Here? Nope. I need to find more ammo. Maybe I should actually start trying to use the bats a little bit so I can get better. Found Lexington. It is not something we can open. None of that is either. How do we get... Okay, that's a full-on city. Not quite where we wanted to go. Yeah, we need to go further south of this. Okay. We're a little bit ahead of ourselves. I probably could find a lot of ammo in here, but I'm also going to find a lot of bad guys. But I do kind of need the ammo, so I'm here. I don't see anything obvious for code. Take some more money. Not seeing too much else of use. Please only. And sweet roll. hello, buddy. There's that's it. Snack cakes. And oh, glass, no. And hot plate, yeah, no. How about up here? Alex on the second floor for some ungodly reason. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I think I can get up onto the roof here. I have to start from here. Maybe not. Looks like it should be able to. Yeah, I guess not. Huh. That's unfortunate. Still no apparent risk of armor work. I don't think you can craft in the game. Because why not? Toolbox, nothing useful. There. Oh, it's a pretty peaceful area, at least. Can't fault it for that. Chemical plate. Either kind of storage here? Oh, I hear. Oh god, that's a cool. Oh, nice. Oh, that's okay. That's not the way I want that to work. There we go. Trying to bite my legs off. Oh god. Okay. Nope, there's still one left. Oh no. Okay. We're good. Oh dear. Okay. Can I... Yeah, I can't craft ammunition. Sucks. I don't think I have enough... Yeah, I don't have any kind of sight I can get right now. Aluminum and nuclear material for, like, any of them. That sucks. Gotta try to find ammo somewhere. Badass wolf. Yeah, that was some wasted ammunition, unfortunately. You should probably equip an actual melee weapon rather than just like try to bop people with the pistol. Bed over there. Honestly, the bed wouldn't be the worst thing right now because they do kind of need some health. Can't really get there. What are you doing over there? Okay, I read that as gun. Actually, maybe if I tell Dogby to look for a container, maybe it'll get me something. Oh.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Oh god, why? Oh god. That's machine gun. Okay, melee time. Firearm, security baton, knuckles, combat knife. Speed fast. I do like speed fast. Yeah, we'll go with the fast. Oh, that's actually pretty useful. There's a raider up there. Okay, let's heal with some food real quick. I was not expecting that to actually cause me radiation. Oh, that's actually unfortunate. A lot of stuff did it. Okay, we'll take that. Oh god, what? Oh god, they have a fat man. I am not safe for this. They don't pay me enough for this. Run the F away. Well, this is not gonna end very well. All they got with me is a shiv. Oh yeah, you can actually parry. Yeah, I've actually never known that the parry mechanic was a thing in this game. Did I just behead him? Oh god. Oh. Oh god, I am so dead. I think I just need to make a run for the entrance. Come on. Please load. Okay, we should be safe for now. Take that because why not? Oh, there's nothing even in here. I see caution. That's. Oh god. Okay, I'm not here. Leave me alone. I would say I mean you no harm, but that would be a complete lie. Not here. Go away.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Oh, now I'm over encumbered. Very good hell. What's my heaviest junk? Swords. Wait. Acid would be kind of nice. We don't really need any of these. Drop. No, we don't need that. Don't really need. That should get us enough out of the way. Oh. Now we're hidden. Let's resave.
Over it, and I still think it's right. Damn straight. You sure about this? Leaving us for another crew?
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
Fine, be there.
Okay. One is defecting, apparently.
Can't keep doing this forever. One last haul, then I call it quits.
Where are you? I would like to shiv you, please.
Peekaboo!
Oh god. Alright. Probably armor's actually taking up most of my weight, honestly. I'll drop that. Drop a couple of these. Actually, let's equip one. I think we have, yeah, we have a bunch of shotgun. We got a decent amount of our LMAs too. Actually, might be our best thing. There is still enemies nearby.
Playing games with me, huh?
Can't see us yet. Doesn't seem like they're anywhere close. I don't know if they're necessarily coming to get me yet.
Where'd that little fucker go?
They're above me. Act of caution.
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me.
Base nice and quick. See if we can get back to here. That's fine. Okay. No immediate death.
It's getting worse. Another recruit died last night.
I know
Feral got him good.
Turrets didn't stop him?
No, Feral didn't come from him. You killed him! Think you can fucking hide from me? You're dead!
Oh, nice. That explode from Dogjaw. Air frag. Okay, no immediate aims. Take the ammo.
Disappearing Huh?
Over here!
Up there. That for money later on. Where are you at?
Keep your eyes open. I think this asshole is
I don't need no damn stealth, boy. I am stealth. There's movement.
Only a fucking coward.
Oh, I see you. There you are.
No sign of him now. That's what I'm worried about. Hey, hey, let's go eat. I'm starving. You can eat when I'm damn sure we're not about to get jumped.
Ah, Jesus, you always were a fucking hard ass.
That's why I'm still alive. And since I've gotten alive, and your sorry ass to watch my back, that's why I'm trying to keep you alive, too. Shut up and get back to your patrol. Whatever you say, boss. See anything?
No.
All quiet. Just keep your eyes open.
Oh. How did that Tic Tac for double damage? I did like 5% of his health. That is not cool.
Nothing.
Show your face.
This is
Come on,
bullshit.
dare ya.
I concur. What was that? Oh, apparently it was a turret. Oh god. Gotta be. You're so safe. Oh my god. Okay, I think he's still up. Lost me again. Mostly. Gotta figure out how to get to that turret.
Come back. Having fun. There you are, you little man.
Where's the turret?
That's how it's done.
Oh, you bastard. I'll be over here. I can meet from there. Actually, can I? I don't know if I can do something with this. Okay, one letter is correct. Okay, so it's not the Y. Now.
Got it.
There we go. Section control. The rocker lesson technicians only. Use personality mode? Law enforcement? Activate? Oh, I think this is like one of the automatons. Please advise me as your personnel standing near a charge pod to make way. I have a robot working in our favor now. Yep. Oh, there it is. Dude, you gonna fight back against the bandits? Raiders? Dude, what is your AI? Oh my god.
Cleared the area until order has been restored.
Okay, they're just blowing up their own place. What are you guys doing? Okay, boy.
Initiating search for hostile target.
I can talk to you? No, I cannot.
This is a lawful use of deadly force.
Oh my god, is your AI just broken?
Direct complaint to your local law enforcement authorities.
Maybe I should take a break for it. Now, where's that turret? I think there's a legit turret out here somewhere. I wish I had a sniper rifle. Actually, what do I have for other weapons? A pea shooter, which I have no ammo for still. But pipe pistol, which I can have plenty of ammo for that. Actually, not so bad. Try that.
You
in,
will
boys.
be identified and sanctioned.
I don't know if I can actually... Okay, there's the turret.
Warning, dangerous fugitive is on the loose. Do not attempt to apprehend.
Okay, still getting it.
Attention, fugitive should be
Oh, got it. Oh, there's a second one, too. I missed that. Okay, so we need a lot more aid. One more purified water, I guess. More with that. How much does right away take away? 300. I don't think we have 300 points of bags at the end. Okay. That one wasn't so bad. Oh god, what? Oh my god, why are you attacking me? I literally summoned you. Okay, no, you're getting a shotgun. Leave my dog alone. face is unlawful.
Everything.
Alright, back to the pipe pistol.
Starting to sound like footsteps these days.
Alright.
You're getting paranoid. Nothing here.
Yeah, that thing actually is well. Yeah, going through that I don't think is really. Yeah, flash up getting locked. There's an ape guy. She's going back. Too late. Taking so little damage. There we go. One raider left, I think. Oh, there's two of them. One downstairs, one upstairs. Oh, okay. Come on. Show your face. I should probably heal. My life is made of pain. I just eat like a camp thing. Well, that's actually a lot of health. Oh, you don't need all of it. Let's go ahead and do some right away. I think we got like a bunch. We got 5.
Why do they always gotta fight back?
Because you ugly. Come on. Get out of me. How do I get up there? That is not how I get up there. No, I got 200 left.
Shit! Lost him!
I explode your face. Oh. Something dangerous there. How do I get up there? I know there's some goodies in. Oh, it's just. Okay, I jumped. I jumped and you know it. But. What is radioactive there?
Look alive.
Oh. An option to clean you.
How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. You know any tricks?
Aw. Good boy. Oh, safety. Okay. Ooh, low-sighted. Hell yeah. Let's switch into that. Upgraded spike. Ooh. That looks fancy. Plenty of ammo. It's not actually that great a sight, but I'll go with it. Oh, where'd you come from? Where do you think you are? One. Out of that. I'm just dismantling all the heads today. Now we should all be safe. here we go. Air trigger. I think we can still take that. Yeah, we can still take that and be fine with our weight. Oh, we got still quite a bit left actually. Those.
Nice.
Grognak. Critical hits with unarmed melee attacks permanently do plus 5% damage. Okay. Not bad. There's terminal. What you got for me? Setting up shop. Gunfire's finally quieted down. Well, that means either Lonnie or Gristle are wiped up the last of the ghouls or they're currently serving as someone's meal. Now Lexington is secure. I can finally get to work. Nothing's working. The old woman used to just hustle jet pops with pills as she started babbling, spouting vision after vision. It all turned out true. Raiders burning the town, killing the parents, stealing the kids, stealing me. I remember the look in her eyes when she saw my fate. Kid, you're gonna be a monster. All true. If I could get that sort of power, that sight, Commonwealth, the other gangs, no one would have a prayer. Nothing's working. Maybe we need to try upping the dosages. Another bucket. Oh dear. Not the chems. There's a trigger for the site. It's me. I'm the problem. I realized it before my arms looked like pincushions. But at least it's a new lead. I need subjects. Oh dear. Still no successes, but the rumor of free chems has brought plenty of new recruits. Ranks are nearly back up to where they were before we cleaned out Lexington. Lottie thinks it's a waste of time, because we need to spend our time building up our defenses. Lottie doesn't make this. I do. She does seem to be enjoying a new position, though. Maybe another dose of cycle will get her firing. Crystal says there's a caravan headed this way. Some joker and a cowboy hat with a laser musket. Civilians and one frail old woman dressed like a fortune teller. It's her. No, it's her. I sent Crystal to collect her. I wonder if she'll recognize me. Of course she will. She saw this coming after all. Apparently not. Okay, so... yeah, let's turn these off. Kind of annoying. Don't worry about that. For controlling, they're all kind of dead anyway. We'll just deactivate it anyway. In case there are any that are still left somehow. Alright. Now we should be mostly good for this area. Cigarettes, why not? Nothing in there. At this point, we can basically just head back. So all we need to do is clear up the bandits. Oh, hello. You have any ammo? Ammo is ammo, I guess. At least now we can know we have some more weapons to do with long range. That's good. Hello. I don't know why the load times are this long. I've got this on a freaking like M2 hard drive. It should not be this slow. Okay, please. There. Oh, that was one way apparently. Oh yeah, this area. This is also filled with like a bajillion it. Let's try it. Oh, how did that miss? Oh god. I think I have a handful of those available. Okay. Oh yeah, 12. Okay, that's plenty. Oops, I'm going from... I don't know about the rats right now.
Don't you die on me!
There we go. Better go quick with the other guys. Where are the rest of them? Now you're actually hiding. You. One straight this way-ish. So, are you inside the truck? Or are you on top? There's one on top. I'm not revealing yourself. Oh, there you are. Oh, I see you now. Okay. I guess I'll do a better vantage point. That guy. There's somebody up above. Oh, is that you? Holy crap, you're way off. I don't know if I can even hit you. I'm gonna guess probably not. So going over here is probably not really gonna help that much, honestly. Chance, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Okay. Come on. Attention getting whipper. So I want to get inside the little hallway down there. I think we can get there. Work my way out. Gotta be ammo somewhere. Double. Some ammo. I think they're still in here. Doesn't look like it. Come on.
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me.
Okay. There's one guy down below and one guy up above, or probably multiple. Where exactly are you? Where are you at? There you are. We're down here. Oh, there you are. Come on. Please get hit. Now that you are. More immediate threats up here. Oh. That is not a bad guy. I'm getting this close, let's switch to the shotgun. First blow. Okay, a little bit of everything. Oh, well hit. Repaired. Fusion cores permanently last 10% longer. That's not as useful as I'd like it to be, but oh well. Now swap back. We do have some ammo for the P-shirt now. Let's go back to this. So there's bad guys down this way. Take you guys out. Oh, you're there. Ah. Seriously, I can't get through there. Where are you now? All right. Turret. Oh, take it can reach me. Yeah. That's probably gonna be too far of a drop. Oh. Okay, it's more of a turret. I don't want to take that. Or better we just drop from. Well, actually, there's no other enemies around. We just wait to get back to hit, and then we'll just like fast travel. I think we've already looted most of the guys around. Yeah. Okay, so now we should be good just to fast travel. So we go to. Oh, that's not what I want. Bedford. There we go. Are you dying anymore? You are sleeping right now, aren't you? And unfortunately, I can't quite, wait. I mean, this does look like it's about to be morning, so it shouldn't be too big deal. Unless there's a bed here. Oh, hello. Oh. Alright. Yeah, let's go and just rest here. For about 3 hours. Get some health back this way, too. Alright. Now, let's turn our quest. We can learn how to walk upstairs.
You find those raiders?
Yeah, I kicked their asses for you.
No kidding. That's the best piece of news we've had around here for a good long time. So we've been talking. We decided if you came through for us, we'd join up with the Minutemen again. If we want things to get better, we've got to start helping each other. So, we're in. You can count on us if you need help down the line. Thanks again, friend.
Yay, friends. Okay, so now we got that set up. So can we actually build here then? We can build here now, okay. We have plenty of food, but they have no defense, which is kind of unfortunate. But for now, let's
It seems to be growing well.
yeah, let's get some of the stuff ready for the next area. By the next area I mean sanctuary. Can I talk to you?
I just want to trade a few things.
Great. Actually gonna trade?
Of course.
Oh, cool. You don't really have anything I want. So yeah, I'll just leave you be. So I got what I needed. And we'll just fast travel back to Sanctuary. I didn't know how much just straight west it was. So let's start trying to get some food plant. Resources, food. Oh, we got one carrot plant. Yeah, make this entire second here kind of like the little farm. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Single nut fruit. Just in case I do actually, I can build like a build. Okay, haters are what we got plenty of. Maximum 6. Workers already assigned to produce food can work on multiple food producing objects, which are maximum 6 total. Okay. So, more than enough for what we currently need. I'm assuming that's 6 production worth of food. Farms begin automatically. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's all the food that we need now. So gotta find Sturgis. Sturgis. Maybe. How did you... Gotta find him. I don't know where he would be. Yeah, the good thing about this too is that we can also actually harvest our own crops with these as well. If I want to harvest more carrots, I can also replant more carrots. So I think I don't know what time it is. Can we do anything with the fallen trees here? Yes, we can. Same way, workers assigned to defense-producing objects also assign themselves to new defense objects, up to 6 defense total. Alright. Okay, not too much else around here. Okay. That's gonna be scrap. Actually, yeah. Rid of the stump. We just get rid of trees outright too. Yeah. Okay. Good to know. This thing's kind of broken anyway, so. Now that. Maple bark. Huh. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna find Mr. Sturgis. I'll take those. Sturgis, where art thou? Actually, I think I got this place down too. Add this a room house. More room house. Tires. Bathtub. These. Cars. That doesn't even have a mailbox on it. Branch. Log. Oh, there's the box. Okay. Is that actually a bug? It was. Alright, good to know. So... yeah, just gotta find Sturgis. I have no idea where he would be. Here's somebody talking. Oh.
One time, I killed a death claw all by myself. No power armor, fancy minigun, just a pipe pistol.
Just outside the house.
One bullet.
You telling me you killed a death claw with one bullet? Come on. What do you take me for?
It's true. I might not
There
look
they are.
it, but back in the day, I had quite the shot.
Yeah, or quite the imagination.
I mean, it depends what weapon she was using. If it was a fat boy or a fat man, then yeah. They're just best time.
Now, this place is starting to feel like home. Now that we can grow our own food, I think we can really make a go with this. Trouble is, the more we establish ourselves here, the more of a target we become.
And thus the
The key is
defenses.
to get some defenses set up. Then maybe Preston will be able to relax.
This is gonna be the harder part, because I think a lot of the defenses actually require power.
What sort of defenses did you have in mind?
Walls, sandbags, turrets,
Oh,
Whatever you can put
okay.
together.
It's not just power-related stuff. I think that's usually the more like valuable stuff. Crafting. Oh, there's just various benches. I think chemistry, cooking. Oh, there's raider stuff. Oh, just miscellaneous. Okay, static stuff. Defense. Guard posts, turrets, traps. Okay, this stuff requires power. That definitely requires power. Oh, this doesn't actually need power. Really, I do have one rank of gun now, so I can actually build one of these. That's a lot of defense. I think they would typically attack from the actual, like, official entrance. We get this set up over here as a kind of a start. Oh, and we don't have the oil. Actually, let's... Can we get oil from the cars? No, just... Damn. I do a little more cleanup. It's kind of too bad that there was literally no working cars of any kind in any Fallout game. I'd love to be able to actually, like, just, like, drive around. So, can I build a level 1? Oh, no, you don't. You don't get to bite me and then just run away. Pop. Alright, so let's try it again. Try to build a single turret. Okay, this only needs 2 oil, so we can at least build this immediately. Put this here. Build. Guard posts. Okay, both are basically the same. And the problem with this one, though, is that the turret is not going to be able to go over it. Okay, actually, you want to do this. I wonder if I can actually, like, move it. One. Door. From the workshop, yes. Store. That's literally store. Maybe it still counts it in heat. Okay, I don't know how I build for my store. Like, I don't know how to bring this stuff back out. Okay. I mean, unless I just literally go into, like, a storage spot, something like this, I'm not sure where I would even find that. I assume it'd be up here because this is where the base crap is. Open workshop. Transfer? Actually, I'll load all my junk here. We're all done. There we go. So mods. Oh, that's for my stuff. I think it was just called regular turret, I think. What was it called? Machine gun turret. Called. find that in here. No, I'm not. Okay, so it just needs to be in a valid spot. Which hopefully I can put it on top of the little scaffolding. I can't... That is some bullcrap. That'd be like the best spot to put a turret. I don't put it here. Alright.
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
That's great news. I knew you were the right person for the job. By the way, you should have one of these flare guns. You can use it to signal for help from any nearby Minutemen. Not much use yet.
Oh, it does use that.
Once we have more allied settlements, you'll have help whenever you need it. I guess you know I'm one of the last of the Minutemen. But I never really told you what
Okay, level.
I figured you'd tell me when you were ready.
Have you heard of the Quincy massacre?
Nope.
What was it?
I thought everyone in the Commonwealth knew about that by now.
Dude, I've been frozen for 200
The
years.
Minutemen betrayed each other and the people they were supposed to protect. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking Quincy. The people there called for the Minutemen to help. We were the only ones that came. The other groups, they just turned their backs on us and the folks in Quincy. Only a few of us got out alive. Colonel Hollis was dead, so I ended up in charge of the survivors. We never found a safe place to settle. One disaster after another. You saw how it ended in Concord?
I know how it feels to be the last survivor.
Yeah, I guess you do. That's why I'm talking to you. I can't rebuild the Minutemen, but I think you can.
Yeah, they have a 3 charisma.
Why can't you lead the Minutemen?
That's not who I am. I can get my men through a firefight. I can defend a perimeter against all odds. But that's not going to be enough to bring the Minutemen back from the brink. We need someone who can bring the whole Commonwealth together in a common cause. And I think you've got it in you to be that leader.
Can you explain what the Minutemen are all about?
We're citizen soldiers. The people of the Commonwealth banding together to protect ourselves and decide our own future. That was the original idea, and it was a good one. The Minutemen fell apart because our leaders forgot what we were supposed to stand for. I think you're the one who can bring the Minutemen back and bring the whole Commonwealth together.
That might be shooting a little too much for the stars.
Okay.
But we'll try.
I'll do it.
Good. Good.
Oh, nice.
Welcome aboard. I feel like this is a whole new start for the Minutemen and the Commonwealth too. Don't worry. I'll be right beside you all the way, General.
That's quite a promotion you just gave me.
The leader of the Minutemen has always held the rank of general. Our last leader was General Becker. After he died back in '82, nobody could agree on who should take his place. The one good thing about being the last Minuteman is there's no one to argue with me when I say you're the new general. Now it's your job to make it more than an empty title. I've got something a bit different for you. The scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. The trouble is that some kind of vicious beasts are lairing there. Once you clear it out, set up a radio beacon to let settlers know about it.
I didn't realize lairing was a word.
We'll have a thriving new farm instead of wasteland. We'll take back the Commonwealth, one piece at a time.
Because that area isn't really very good for farming, because a lot of it is like concrete ground. But anyway. So we should be good to go for everything here. Actually, what else can we build for like the advanced stuff? I know you can actually make things like even more fancy if you really want to. Maybe laser turret, my god. Yeah, it's like 12 and 15 defense, my god. Missile? That'd be fun to build. Spotlight, which doesn't really do all that much. Where's the build for power? Here we go. Power generators. Okay, that's actually nice and simple. Well, we do have to like plug everything with wires. Everything will power it up. Now we can build pretty easily. Generator large. We did a lot of stuff from this. Windmill. Let's go ahead and just. We'll put one like right. Don't think really too much else we can really. Our connectors with switches. Our lights. Requires one. Like, I think that just requires any amount of power to make it work. Ceiling fan. Fan. Oh nope, that's not what I wanted. The mirror ball. Oh my god, it's like a freaking disco ball. Strobe light. Okay, why is that red? Oh, because I don't have the science thing perk, I don't think. Miscellaneous. What do we go with miscellaneous? Improvement radio beacon, okay. Light box. Alright. Powered speaker, yeah. Is a musical tone when powered, use a connected terminal to change the pitch? I'm curious. Actually, you know what? There is actually scientific proof that plants do grow better with music. Oddly enough, heavy metal music. Let's power the plants with some music. Now we gotta actually connect them. Forget if we can just connect directly or not. Space attached wire. Why does that not work? Oh, there's a tree in the way. That actually makes sense. What a concept. Attached wire. Or is it too far away? Oh, it kind of goes in the ground, so maybe that's part of why. In that case, cancel that. Switches. We don't need a switch. Just need a basic pylon, which apparently we can't build any of. I don't know if that's gonna work. That needs to actually be up on a wall. Unless we can. I guess this could theoretically work. We connect that. No? How does that not work? Okay, I think I need to reposition this. On the workshop. Let's just throw this like closer in general. Now that can connect. Crap. I'm already getting tired of that. We are not keeping that. Grab that. Alright, so
I need to assign someone to this.
I mean, someone's already working on it. Like it's assigned enough.
Life still ain't perfect, but we're surviving.
You're assigned to food, apparently. You should be entered. Man. Fun. Why don't you just talk to you manually?
Is there something you need?
Or do something?
How are you feeling?
I'm glad to have the chance to return the favor. After all the help you gave me. Anything else?
Not really.
No, nothing.
Okay.
How do I assign you to things? Oh, okay, we... I just... Am I running like to the Paragon over here then? that how I assign you to defense? I don't really know how to do that portion. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so it's actually about the time. I'm gonna call it for the night. Yeah, so I wanted to actually doing more of the building stuff than I expected to. It's kind of cool to be able to build it from the start, but there's really not much beyond the entry, which is kind of the unfortunate thing. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for me for the night. I'll be back on Monday with some more Leap to the Past Monday mystery randomizers, and yeah, that's basically it. I'll see you guys on Monday at 6 p.m. Central, and until then, have a good night.